Warmbuscher.
I saw someone the other day saying that we should, that, you know, there's secret to facing adversity in life was to get the habit of all ice cold showers. And I think that the idea was that then they, like everything else seems better. If we can face that, then everything else is better. But exactly so. That's right. You know, there's these tough karate guys, you know, they always do that too. You know? They go under a waterfall or something. It's called waterfall in the mountains.
Thank you.
Listed like 20-some people who said
20.
This is being recorded. Should mention.
don't worry, you have to get stuff.
We hope there are as many people as possible.
Well, when I look up in baby age, it always says stay in school. But yeah, my relatives in Pennsylvania would like to say, oh, you said you're not. But when I said here, they said, well, that's not. In English, that doesn't mean that the community can check to do that anyway. And it doesn't matter. I really kind of do that in Polish. But with all, you know. Yeah, but what is really
it means who is like the Lord is a question.
This poor guy will make sure it's full.
Oh, man.
No one can say, well, for the Bible.
I have a voice.
The excitement in Peter's eyes.
I have a voice.
It's been saying, it's been goodness.
I'll just take it myself. Oh, yeah.
I think I'm in the meaning behind the problem here. You will. Yeah.
This is being recorded. So hopefully it's on.
Gotcha.
It's the one thing that
Saving every bit for the presentation.
they have 4 things.
Look, where's the other meetup stuff? For people who are looking.
Yeah.
And see if then I
But you don't want to hold it inside. Yeah.
So over 30 people have usually signed up. I'm guessing maybe 10 will be here. We'll see, get some people. Welcome. Torture him.
No.
intense. Oh.
Hello.
Not so well. Save my voice. I'm not going to skip this room. You have to do cartwheels. It's crazy. But we got it. Yeah.
Very much appreciate you doing what you do.
Just show up and smile. Whoops. My Ah, you can stay anywhere if you Right now?
You're able to study summer. Today is the day of summer.
Oh, I wish. So,
Meetings that summer. Conflict. We did not figure out this start. I definitely know that was it, oh, was it the dream house? I think there was probably something here, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. There was something here beside this. Yeah, I know, but I'm not here, I've heard it before. Yeah, there's no telling. Yeah, there's no telling. We have to start somewhere. We have to start. Oh, I know, right? He's talking to
Those little things that have a little flag on.
Yeah. I mean, there's several families, not only that.
Let's see your see how fast you need a banana. And then you can time your piece on top of it. It's a word for expression from the
This is under
understand. Not snow.
Oh, understand.
Oh, sorry. I have this from 5 years ago. Get around.
It's okay.
Well, yeah, not exactly. But I don't think the story is but it's except for him that communist, that's the Indian people, it's not a would say that something like that, like cool or something like that. But it's mostly So you're saying is what's like in it's one sound.
It's hard to identify. I don't know. I think everybody here has been here before, except Stevie. Okay, we can start. Here. Hey, Michael, everybody who's here has been here before, so we can just jump right in. You are awesome, I think. Wasn't easy. It was worth it. Try something more easy. Hey, welcome everyone. So I saved my voice all day for this moment. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Of course, oh, Greg's here too. All right, people are coming in. Hi, come on in. No problem. So, yeah, I came down with laryngitis on Friday, and it just persisted, and it's continuing. So I'll do my best to stay hydrated and get through this so I can share this fun stuff with you. So we recently, some of you may have celebrated April Fool's Day. I thought, you know, we language enthusiasts have a sense of humor too, right? So let's look at some funny things having to do with language. And I thought translation always pops out at me as one of the funniest things that can go wrong when dealing with multiple languages. And so I've sort of got a bunch of topics that make some logical sense to anyone else but me that I've put together in a little presentation. And I'm sure there'll be lots of input and lots of discussion at the end because I bet everyone here has some funny stories to tell. So try to save the funny stories to the end. Let's try to plow through this and have a good time. And here we go. So, lost in translation. I'm sure that I'm violating some kind of copyright law with that. So, step one, know who your friends are. Who here knows what a false friend is? Who wants to be my voice? I saw Greg's hand first, to be perfectly honest. What's a false friend, would you say?
It's also called a false friend. It's a word that sounds that is similar to another, but it has different meaning.
Absolutely. So it sounds like a word in another language, but it has a different meaning. So you think it's your friend, you think, oh wow, I already know this word, and then it turns out you don't. Let's look at some examples. Turkish. Now I will have to give Samet the credit. Welcome. We just started, you didn't miss much at all. All the cool kids are wearing name tags, so feel free to write your name on it. So Samet originally contacted me with the idea for this. Triangle Language Group?
Yeah.
So you're in the right place. We just got started, you didn't miss anything. Perfect. So Samet had the idea, he noticed that some words in Turkish sounded like words in English and vice versa, and they were funny cross meanings. So that's what started this off. So I'll have some Turkish examples I'm very happy to tell you about, but I'm going to need my man Samet to pronounce them for me. All right. So we've got the English word sick. Are you sure you want to say it? Oh, sorry, I added some more to it.
Yeah.
Don't say what the meaning is just yet. Sick, and so guess what? When you try to say I'm feeling sick, has a different meaning in Turkish. Sorry, everybody. This is for adult audiences. And then you're thinking the answer to the question. You realize, okay, now don't let this deter you from learning Turkish. And, whoops, some more. You'd like to eat a peach? So where can I buy a peach? These are not your friends at all. These are definitely enemies. And then this one does not sound the same, but it looks almost the same. I thought this was hilarious. You feeling sad, or does anyone else think that's wild? I don't know. Crazy things have happened. Crazy things have happened. I'm currently learning Levantine Arabic, which is spoken in the area called the Levant, and Lebanon, and Palestine, and Jordan. And so I learned a couple of words because they sounded like other words. There's shoe in English, and shoe, which means what? Where can I buy this what? Hey, nice what? There's subtle and subtle, which means yes. And I've got a friend named Rob, and Rob does not mean the name Rob, it means Lord. But I'm not going to tell him that. I'm not going to let it get to his head. Rob. Got another one. If you've got a friend named Joanne, and Joanne, that means hungry. So she might be a hungry friend of yours. And here's a bonus one for you. This one just kills me every time. There's dad and dog. First one means he guided, the second one means he got lost. Dad, dog.
Now, what, say it again?
Dad,
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 dog.
don't do it. That's all.
So basically, oh, I realize they're not perfect, but still there's a death and there's a dog. Anyhow, Polish. I give a lot of Polish examples because I have Polish blood and I like Polish. I can't help it. Well, this is all leading up to a joke I'm going to tell you. Number tu in Polish means here. Tu. There's 10, the number in English, and then there's ten, which means this or this one. So let me tell you a joke before I continue. There's a it's about, well, I won't tell you in Polish, so I want everyone to listen. It is a Polish joke. So let's say there's a Polish man who doesn't speak English very well, but he's got some family in Chicago. I'm sure you've never heard of that story before. But I hear there's more Polish people living in Chicago than in Warsaw. So anyhow, he moves to his family in his cousin's house in Chicago, but he's got a problem, and he goes to the dentist about it. And when he comes back from the dentist, he's complaining. And he says to his cousin, he says, "Oh man, the dentists here are crazy. I had a toothache," and he rips out 2 teeth. And this is happening in Polish. And he says, "Well, what did you tell him?" And he said, "I pointed and I said, here," in Polish. Tu. Oh, it's not over yet. And so the guy says, "Okay, I'll tell you what to tell the doctor." So he goes back to the doctor, smiles and points and says, 10. Sorry. It sounds even funnier in Polish, actually. So proud of himself. Okay, so there's no in English and no. Guess what this means? Yeah. Couldn't believe it. I was in Poland. First time I went there, and they look at me and say, "No." What do you mean? There you go. Well, don't say "ano" if you mean yes in Spanish. Never mind. Well, then there's this one's in the live languages. I think most of you know this. Chef and chef is the boss, not necessarily a cook. I think this is like this in most languages. I think most European languages. And of course, German. I have to go there. Married to a German. I get to make all the German jokes I want for all my life. My in-laws are coming, so I get to make even more soon. Let's take a look. There's gift, and then there's gift. Does anyone know what that means? Never give your German friend a gift. It's poison in German. Oh, and it means married in Danish. Yep. So there are lots of jokes to be made there, but. What that meant, they didn't want to accept it. A bottle of wine, please. It's a gift. It's a gift. Drink it. Have some. And they say you first. This is real. Then there's after and after. Anyone know what after means? Watch out. So you're reaching for an after 8. Careful. Then there's bad and bat, or bat. Bathroom. Yes, sir. Okay.
Actually, in person, that is that.
Yeah, that's one of the weirdest things. Like, I love it. I wish it were all that simple. So then there's sleep on a cot. Oh, that looks like it must be the German word. Cool. No, wrong again. Oh man, I stepped on a cot. And I got a bonus for you. This is actually, I wish Mary were here. She's a professional translator and she's Chinese. She might like this. There's tschüss, which is goodbye, see you later, like ciao, and then tschüss, which kind of, and it means go to hell, go die. So, yeah, definitely not your friends. Activity time. All right, everybody. I promise you an activity.
I just have one thing to add.
Yes.
But I find that the person that I heard about, years ago, they were but after the moment, it just does not be naturally now, apparently. And that's more what I thought Boston were, things that were exactly the same in one language, which is derived from another, but the meaning is totally.
Well, I'm not sure if I got the definition wrong, but I.
No, I'm sure it's an additional definition, but that's the first thing I knew that.
Same in German, aktuell means no, not actual.
When I was in Spanish in high school, they were, communicating with Minnesota.
Yeah,
Okay. Wait, don't start yet. Let me explain. So, let me tell you something about German. You got it, man. One thing, I lived in Germany for 10 years, and one thing I noticed was that Germans know English better than we do. At least that's what they tell me. They use a lot of words from English, and they are so sure that it's right. They're so certain about it. When I tell them, no, that's not what it means, they say, oh, well, you're just American. You see, if you were British, you'd understand. I said, okay. And I crawled away back into my hole. But the point is that I've got eyewitnesses here of German words that Germans think are American or English words, and I want you to guess the meaning of them. So I'll give you a couple minutes to write down a meaning, and then I want to just compare answers. What you think it could mean in German.
So if the German says, what do they mean?
Exactly. What do you think they mean in the way we would say it? It's not what it would seem to be, trust me. And you might be surprised. I hope you'll be surprised at the answers. I know I was. Horrified is more the word.
He's in Colombia.
Oh, please don't all write the same answer. I like different answers. It's really better. I'll give you another minute.
Is it already from the tracking thing?
Oh, yeah. On, you'll be graded, but still. I think the Germans will be experiencing that. Michael, please, we can discuss this.
It's just a guess. I don't know. It might be something.
Okay, everybody. Just because they tend to kick us out a little bit earlier, who has an idea of what baby phone means? Karen. Baby monitor. Any other ideas? Esma. Babbling. Okay. We've got baby monitor, babbling. Someone? A cell phone. Any other ideas, Greg? Baby talk.
Yeah, that's what I.
Baby talk, babbling. So it is indeed a baby monitor. In fact, I had gotten used to this so much that when I came here, I asked them, where do you get a baby phone? And yeah, I learned the hard way. I guess like for children. So who knows, or who has an idea of what a BMOM could be? Rudy. Okay, BMW, that's one idea. Flashlight is another. We got two for flashlight. Any other ideas? Headlights, flashlight, or BMW. Any other ideas? Guess what it is? What's that? Smile? Ah, guess what it is?
It's this. I'll bring the projector.
And I told them, I said, and yeah, or bring me up Scotty, and they say, oh, you just haven't been to England, that's right. So, checking. It's a verb.
Check and chess. I mean, like check.
Okay, it's check and chess. Any other ideas? Stamp. You write the check. Any other ideas? Anything else? Believe it or not, it means to understand. Checks it us? I cannot believe it. It drives me crazy. It also sometimes literally means to check, like to make sure everything's okay. But very often, the cool kids, the younger generation, use that to mean understand. Checkst du, was ich dir sage? Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, guys, come on. Same that. And the washing up liquid. Oh, and nappies. Oh, also, if you find out, let us know. As far as I know, these aren't British, but they could be. Okay, city. A chair. City. A CD. Okay. You got a chair, a couch, a chair. Financial district. You're so close. It's downtown. It's in the city. But exactly, they take one aspect of it in one situation, and they turn that into they make that the main meaning. I think a lot of people are going to get this next one. Handy. Towel, dexterous. Cell phone. Give that man a chicken dinner. It's a cell phone. Handy. That's my handy gesehen. Have you seen my cell phone? What? Inappropriate touch. There are a lot of things that we would consider inappropriate touch. Messy. Messy. Rudy?
Related to decimal premises.
Yes, sir?
I was thinking maybe related to sexual
okay. Okay, so horny. Anything else? Airplane? Okay. Believe it or not, it means a hoarder, person who doesn't like to sell things. They call them, I'm messy. Like, oh, do you know that guy? A cheap is nice, I'm messy. He's a real hoarder. A person who collects, who doesn't let things go and has to be helped. Outing. Patio. Hiking. Party. It actually means coming out of the closet. Yep. Outing. However, when you go on an outing, it does not necessarily have anything to do with sexual orientation. So, I guess it could, but pony. Pony. What's that? A toy horse? Ball. So, to give up information? Small stool and pony. It actually means bangs. When you're getting a haircut, so do you want pony or not? Think of a pony. It usually has hair. Isn't that crazy? What? Bangs. Bangs. B-A-N-G-S. Use always plural. Correct. Yes. All right. So public viewing.
Pay-per-view. That's what I thought.
Pay-per-view. Any other ideas? No. I can't hear you. Sightseeing. Pay-per-view. Movie. You two, if you combine that, what it is basically a sporting event shown outside on a very large television. And
You mean like a big Wisconsin game?
exactly. They call that public viewing. And we all know what a public viewing is here when someone passes away and people who are not necessarily members of the family get to go and pay their respects to the body. Okay, smoking and smoking. Okay. A barbecue. All right, great. A tuxedo barbecue. Smoking hot. Okay. Mr. Gray, you are absolutely right. And smoking from a smoking jacket. I guess that's what it was called at some point. There we go. And smoking. All right, and finally, SMS. You got that German connection. hit the nail on the head. Schick mir eine SMS. It's feminine for some reason. Eine SMS. Oh man, I wish. Yep, and they use it. It's like email. They took the whole concept and turned it into the units that were sent. So, thank you for participating in my little activity. I like that. Now let's get to the truth in advertising. Usually advertisements are the worst offenders for poor translations, but they're also going to be the source of our merriment tonight, so let's take a look. Spanish. Now I ran these by Edu, so I hope that they're right. These are some, here for the language group. Oh, who cares? Have a seat. Grab a name tag. All set. It's being recorded, so you can catch what you missed later on if you want. So in Spanish, we had some popular mistranslations. The Chevy Nova. Nova. Doesn't go. Was not very popular in Latin American countries. And then the I'm not going to say this out. Pajero. It's not a nice term. I'm not even sure how they expected us to pronounce that. Pajero? I don't know. Well, no, if they knew how to pronounce it that way, then they should have known that.
Someone else got one. I said, "Who came down there?" And everybody started laughing. I'm from North Carolina. I'm sorry.
I remember the
They're
first.
like, Mojave. You still pronounce it wrong. It's Mojave.
I remember first learning the word fajita. Yes. Yeah. Those were sad, dark times in my life. I never want to remember them. So, American Airlines wanted to tell people, hey, we've got new leather seats. So ride, fly in leather. But Encuero means fly naked, more or less.
In your skin.
That's right. So there you go. We missed the mark on that one. I mean, maybe people showed up. Maybe people. Yeah, I guess if you used the right that, then everybody would be lining up to fly American Airlines. Anyhow, so German, I have to go back to that, of course. Anyone want to have a nice tall glass of sea? Polish. We've got the lipo company here. Osram. Osram means I defecate around. It's just the way it is, friends. I know, I couldn't believe it when I heard that word, when I learned it in Polish. I said, are you serious? I asked my Polish friends and they confirmed.
In Serbia, protest used to be something innocuous and it was advertised all over the place. It had nothing to do with the sanitary protection, but I was
Oh man, yeah, it's a fine line. So don't take things literally. Now let's take a look at. So this is what someone had originally sent me. And he's gonna have to help me out here. Some expressions and what they mean literally in Turkish. You can sort of guess what they mean, and then Summit will give us the answer. Because sometimes expressions in a particular language aren't necessarily perfectly logical. They're not so close to the meaning that you can get it without having learned it. So please pronounce it for me, sir. All right, and since not all of us speak Turkish, float on top of water. Any ideas what that could mean? I want to hear some ideas. This is too good. Okay, but still. Any ideas? Walking on cloud nine. They sound reasonable to me.
not like anything bothers me.
Okay, not that anything bothers me. I think we're okay. Keep it there. Summit. You want to clue us in to what it means?
Sometimes people do everything and they act like they did nothing wrong and they blame you or others. Yeah.
So they're the oil.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is like a mix, water and oil, they are gonna mix. And, so then the oil will be on top and will be above the water, so it is lower density. So there is,
Let's take a look at the next one. Okay. All right. Good ideas? Will come to difficulty to tell someone they're crazy. To egg someone on. Janet, who is him?
something very difficult, very difficult.
Yes! I wish I had prizes to give you.
Like name yellow.
So, good luck.
Good luck with that.
I think you could use that to egg somebody on. So let's move on to Polish. Mam cię w nosie. This means, literally, I have you in the nose. Any ideas what that could mean?
I got you.
Okay, I finally got you. What was that? All right, you can't get away now. Any other ideas? You stink. Anything else? So you're like, I got you. You can't get away. Or I think Esma, you came closer. This literally means I can't stand you. Mam cię w nosie. And this is kind of a side note. The words in German for pollen and Polish people sound very similar. It's pollen, and so for them it's pollen. And if you say like I have, and my nose, it's like I can't stand Polish people. Well, it's just funny. Ile lat you have? Exactly. But isn't that beautiful? Summer's like, man, I'd like to count like that too.
We say spring.
Excellent. Spring. I mean, who's going to say winter? How many winters do you have? Who knows? Maybe anyone speak Finnish? Do they? They probably want to forget the winter too. Probably more than anybody. Nie mam zielonego pojęcia. I do not have a green idea. Yeah, no clue. Don't ask. Nie mam zielonego pojęcia. German. Herr Ober, wann bekomme ich ein Beefsteak? Literally, waiter, when do I become a beefsteak? This is not the same sort of thing. It's another false friend. Bekommen in German. Do anyone know what it means? Right? That's right, to receive. So it's a typical question, I suppose. Herr Ober is a little bit old-fashioned, so to a waiter, but like, hey, well, when's my steak coming? And if a German might be a little confused, and the Russian say, when do I become a beefsteak? When do I? Gleich geht's los. Literally, equal goes it loose. And there was I forgot who it was, a German politician who supposedly said this to the Queen of England. His English wasn't very good. He wanted to tell her something. He said, equal goes it loose. And the Queen, I can just imagine what she looked like when she heard that. Anyone have an idea? This was, that's a very good question. And it could just be a myth. I don't know if this really happened, but it's linguistically possible. This, it's about to start. But if you translate word for word, it's equal goes it loose. I guess think like we're gonna loose the hounds on you. Just a moment, I don't know. Hat mich auf den Holzweg geführt. Literally, oops. He led me on the woodway. Bingo! Man, I need to get chicken dinners to get everyone. Winner, chicken dinner for Amber. He sent me down the wrong path. There you go. The garden path, they chose more Hansel and Gretel themed on the woodway. Holzweg. So, names. Now we're back to some examples. We're going to see all of them at once. So Samet's going to explain the names that look like Turkish words and others that sound like Turkish words. So it's kind of fun when you're meeting people for the first time or you're seeing their name. If you happen to speak Turkish, you might have some other interesting ideas about what their names are. So, would you tell us, Samet? So, visual meaning, it doesn't look like Turkish word, but when you say it.
Yeah, you pronounce it and pronounce it, it means little button. I enter,
But of course, PHIO is not a Turkish word.
Because how you write and how you pronounce I. Sometimes you say hi, I, for example. You can say hi, Ben. You repeat your I.
So I'm Ben would be Ben.
Yeah. So, and A, the way you write and the way you pronounce is one.
Have you met my friend Plum? Professor Plum, perhaps. Professor Eric. Wait a second.
The name is Pat, where you write it, not pronounce it. It's all this, L, it's all this by factor.
So I know some of these Turkish phrases were very risque. So be careful.
L also is now wrong. The first is kind of L, but
so after you follow the instruction, and you're at Owen. All right, I think we got it. I'm sure. Oh, we got a couple of minutes, I think. Does anyone here have a burning story to tell about maybe some crisscrossed wires? Here, some misunderstandings might be funny. That's all right if you don't. And I want to give you an opportunity. Of course, thank you for listening to me. I'm glad I saved my voice for this. It's always fun.
Sometimes it's that I was once in a group that was a student cafeteria program, long ago. And I put the stress on the dog yoga, I was, and if you need to bring an attitude for some kind of purpose, and I said,
Oh, yeah. It's the same verb in Polish.
Yeah, be so I don't care that way. And everybody turns around and laugh because I heard an accent. I was making a mess.
Oh, yeah. I'll never forget when I came home one day, and I had an elderly, there was an elderly woman who lived in the same building as me. I don't know, she was in her late 80s, but she was still mobile, very mobile. And she was outside with a broom, and she looks at me and she says, "Wissen Sie, was ich den ganzen Tag gemacht habe? Like, do you know what I just did all day? Gefegt, habe ich. Gefegt." Now that literally means rushed, if you spell it with a G. Gefegt. But she said gefegt, which means, well, to have a good time with someone. And she said, I did it all day. And she saw me, I couldn't help it. I started laughing, and she said, I think it's funny that I slept all day. I think it's funny. No, I don't think it's funny. It's not. You can run into situations like that. All right, well, thank you everyone for listening to me, for coming out here, for your interest.
Just since we've got a minute or two, I teach ESL students, and some of the tutors in different parts of the country, of the United States, pronounce things differently. I had one student come to me and ask me why the tutor was and I said, well, she keeps talking about Saturday. And then some of them pronounce it Saturday. Saturday. Yeah, I'm going on Saturday.
Wow.
So if you think about how we pronounce things, how they sound to other people, it's exactly what you're talking about. And if if you're one of the people who, grew up with Magnolia Ritz, and you say, I just love pineapple. What did I just say?
You love pineapples?
I love pie and apple. Oh, so, it's so very interesting. Sometimes, I listen to my fellow
Americans.
It's like
That's true. For sure.
So it's not just language, but foreign language. And, like you were saying, you know how to pronounce something like content or content. It's spelled exactly the same way as the
But it's all the areas like Minnesota. Other areas, and they're like, look at the button. And you're like,
Their Swedish past, their Swedish language.
No, incredible. And present and present. It's not, it's interesting.
It's a narrow path for sure.
Yes.
Shameless, our next meetup. Our man Michael here is going to tell us about the language of the Aztecs. That is awesome. That totally beats this. So you don't want to miss it. That'll be maybe not the first week of May.
Second section. Yeah.
It already is the second week.
Okay.
I was just trying to. Didn't want to break the news to you. May 11th. May 3rd is a Sunday. So May 4th plus 7th. May 11th. So you won't want to miss that. Now, one of the best things about this, I see there are a couple of newcomers. So one of the best things about this group is that not only I, the Shlomo who made this thing, gets to present, but you get to present. And the best thing about that is that everyone here has their own story. They have information to share that we all care about. We want to know about this. We're all here for a reason. We drag ourselves out of here after work. We might want to just relax at home, but no, we come here because we have a desire to learn and connect with other people who have similar interests. And I can promise you, we are all interested in what you have to say, and we're going to show you respect, and we'll get excited about it with you. And we'll learn from each other. That's why I really enjoy this group, and it gives me a lot. And I appreciate you coming out here. If you have any idea, even if it's just an inkling, you can have a non-committal conversation with me. Doesn't get you into any trouble or have to do anything about a presentation, even if it's just a topic. Always good to send me an email or just message me through Meetup. That's probably the easiest way, and I'll just collect all this stuff. So you come up with an idea, you send it to me. When it starts getting serious, I'll send you templates. I like to have everything kind of in the same format so people recognize it. God bless you, sir. And yes, that's all.
How long is this? I thought it would be 5 minutes. I thought it was less than 8. It's only an hour long.
Hour-long presentation, and then, all right, thank you for reminding me. Afterward, since I'm not doing too well, I won't be joining you, but if anyone likes to, there are wonderful places to eat, have a drink with some friends. Not too far from here, just cross the street, and it's around the corner. We usually like to go there, have a beer if you like that sort of thing, or a burger, or coffee, tea, whatever. And it's a great way to mingle. So here you get to get this frontal spiel from me or from the presenter, but that way you get to talk to other people, connect, exchange ideas. It might not be as quiet as this environment, but that's why we have the presentation here and not there.
So we only have the presentation for 1 hour in here.
Correct.
Okay.
That's right. Speaking of which, I got to make sure that the deputy doesn't come and throw me out. Yeah, oh, he's anxious for some reason or whatever. Oh, another thing I should mention. This is absolutely not obligatory, but Meetup is not free. I pay out of my own pocket to run this thing, and it's kind of expensive. So if you want to support the Meetup, you drop whatever you can into this jar. I'll never be making money off this thing, but maybe I can get some of my costs back. Like that video projector on BMOM. I purchased that so that we can see this a little bit more easily. So it's worthwhile, and if you like it, go ahead and contribute. If you don't like it or can't afford to, don't worry about it. Just show up and participate, because participation is the biggest thing. That's what really makes us special. And we have a code of conduct, so nobody can diss each other, so it's really nice. It's a safe environment. Nobody's going to make fun of you. You're just going to learn and teach. So, thanks a lot. Oh, yeah. Hey, good idea.